Sound? Sound. Okay, no, okay, there's a good explanation for this. There's a great explanation for this, in fact. So let's restart this. Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'll spare you the details. I had an upset stomach. Now I've lost my entire story. I had such a great opening to this stream, and now it's gone. It's just gone. Busy. I haven't streamed in a while. I've been super busy. Lots of exciting stuff. We'll get to it all. Maybe we'll see. But here we are. I am alive. That's the most important thing, I guess. So the reason my sound wasn't working, right? I did not get a haircut. I just had a shower. That's all. I actually desperately need to get a haircut because it's like I'm at that stage. I misspelled aviary in the title. Well, that's just there now. So I'm at this stage where I've been postponing going to a hairdresser long enough where now it's gone to that, oh, I should really get a haircut, to that, oh my god, my hair is so fucking annoying, I need to get a haircut. So probably within the next week or so, I will get a haircut. But, Avairy, matey. Anyway, hello everyone. Forge, Tony, Not That Apple, Jody, Oliver, Eben. Who else did I see? I saw a different name. Poison, of course. Can't forget about that guy. Putting the air in aviary. Exactly. They spelled aviary. Stream ruined. SMH my head. Yeah. Hey, that goose. Hey, Catonic. So yeah, what was I saying before I got distracted by the hair comment? Oh yeah, the sound thing. So the other day, right, I was playing games with friends, or at least my friends were playing games without me, and I wanted to join. They were playing Tabletop Simulator, and I wanted to join, but my Steam said, oh hey, your Tabletop Simulator is installed on this device, but we can't find it. The disc seems to be missing. I'm like, oh no, the disc is missing. What kind of computer problem is this? So I check in my PC settings. I'm like, yeah, there's only 3 discs, but I have 4 discs. What's going on? One of my discs is missing. Oh my god, my files or whatever. Not files, because there shouldn't have been any files on the disc that was missing. Just games. But I was like, what the hell's going on? So me and my friends, instead of playing nice fun board games together on Tabletop Simulator, spent about 3 hours debugging until I remembered that when installing my 4th drive, my computer did something weird where it basically merged 2 of the drives into 1 drive. So that's now just 1 drive according to my computer, but it's actually 2 drives. So it wasn't missing, Steam was just weird. So during all of that computer debugging, of course, I unplugged and replugged everything from my computer several times. So that's why we had no audio at the start of the stream. Very long-winded story to get to that conclusion, but I have this hairstyle of Arjen Robben. Do you know about it? You can get it. I don't care. I feel like that's a soccer player. I'm just gonna get the same haircut I always get, which is just, I don't know what to call it. Usually, so this is my problem as well in the getting a haircut department. We used to have a hairdresser that came by our house, and she was really great, but her husband got sick, so she stopped hairdressing. She basically already quit anyway, but she was just doing it for her most loyal customers, basically, which included us somehow. I don't know why she liked us enough to do that, given my parents, but whatever. So I had to find a different haircutter. Now, when I lived in Eindhoven, I went to the haircutter at the station, and I really liked them. They always did a good job. So last time I got a haircut, I literally drove to Eindhoven to get a haircut there. I mean, I also went to Best Zoo, and I also went to visit my old roommate, and I also went to get Heesmet, which is the best food you'll ever have. So I made the most out of my day, but I basically only went there to get a haircut, which is really stupid and totally something that I would do and did. Yeah. And now we're like several months later and I need a haircut again. But I'm gonna move soon-ish. We'll get to that. So my goal now is to find a hairdresser there and already go there now, and then I'll like be prepared next time I go there to go to that hairdresser. Maybe that'll be a good idea. So yeah, about that. Let's okay. Before we get into more life stories with Goron, let's look at Keypark. Oh my God, it's Keypark. What? What's happening over here? I didn't do anything. I did do things actually. I started experimenting with the Monkey Islands, but I'm not happy with it yet. So this is probably going to change a whole lot. Like I was like, oh, we need to do the tarp thing because that's how you make moats. But I don't care. I'm probably not gonna do that. Monkey. The Goron be Goroning. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I don't really care about this area at the moment. Let's look at something else. Yesterday I was like, man, I really want to play Planet Zoo. I haven't played properly in weeks, and for the first time in weeks, I also had nothing on my mind pretty much. So I thought, let's go Keypark, and I was just kind of messing about in this area. Mainly with the aviary over here, which I wanted to finally do the thing that I wanted to do with the path going around, and then I wanted to move the hyena backstage over here, and then I realized, what does that mean in terms of the habitat? How much space do I actually have? So I took this fence and I ran it along this path, and then I moved it to the most outer edge of the North America area over here, which was kind of the most out there point of the zoo. And I realized, as we have now a straight line over here, which makes sense to have, that if we draw that straight line, we actually have a lot of extra space on this side. Basically, this back wall used to be somewhere over here ish. So lots of extra space for the hyenas. That's what I did. So the hyenas now have a bunch of extra space. Also, there is still this empty space, which I think will also just kind of fill out eventually, because I don't really see the point in having it. It might be good for escapes, but honestly, we'll just put in a ton of hot wire and consider it safe enough. So what's cool about what I did here with this newfound space over here is I did a little bit of a moat in the back type thing, just like we did with the badgers over here. How you can see kind of the top of the fence in the background over there, but otherwise it looks like very nice and green and lush. I tried to do something similar over here. It's not there just yet, but at least it doesn't feel like the entire enclosure is encased in this mud wall anymore. I think that's something pretty neat. Something I could actually do now that I think of it is maybe I can take some inspiration from where am I? What am I doing? Suture footage. From Osnabrück, where they have one of my favorite hyena enclosures, to be honest. This is the one enclosure that makes me really excited to do a video on spotted hyenas, or just make a video about Osnabrück. But I mean, I'm kind of like, I have a lot of Zootour snippets videos to make, so that'll probably take a while to get to that. But if we just go over here real quick and actually put that on a thing, this is the monkey place. I think we want to be here or here. Yes, this. So this is the hyena enclosure, and look at that fence in the back. That ain't stopping no hyena. That's a fake fence. There's a moat in front of the fence. So maybe we can do something like that. That would be pretty neat, I think. I don't know if we could do something like that. I don't know if I have footage. I should have somewhere some footage that shows kind of, because over here the fence is also like actually there. And over here, so oh my god, that is such a good, they did such a good job here at hiding that. That's crazy. yeah, I can't show you that. But that's not the fence that's stopping the hyenas. There's like a moat in front of it. It's such a good enclosure. Anywho, maybe I can do something like that. I don't know. That's something to be figured out. But after I did that stuff, I went and I started to figure out, okay, where do I then want the backstage of the birds? And you can already tell where I put it, but this was actually quite a thought process, because I wanted to put it over here, but a lot smaller. But I asked for feedback on the Bronation, and someone reached out and was like, yeah, no, that's definitely way too small. It needs to be at least twice the size. So I added this little thing, and I made it bigger and bigger and bigger. And hey, Nobo. And now it's a lot bigger, and I'm pretty happy with it. And my first idea was to make it like 2 container things, because we got the penguins over here. We got somewhat of a harbor theme, and I could also imagine just some containers like being stranded in the rainforest or something, because this aviary is going to be a bit more lush and forested compared to the rest of the Africa section, because, you know, that's good for the birds as well. And as you might be able to see, there is a little something here, which basically is going to be the red river hog habitat is going to go and also be inside of the aviary, is the idea. So it's good for the red river hogs to have something a bit more lush as well, because they're mostly like Congo rainforesty type boys. So that will be cool. But that was also part of the challenge, is like, okay, I want to connect the red river hogs to this as well. How is that going to work with their backstage being over there and this and that? And I just couldn't figure it out. It was so complicated. And I considered moving the bird backstage to this side instead, like inside of the wall or something. But I didn't like that either, because then the birds, in order to get to their backstage, the birds have to fly over the visitor path, which is not great for visitors that don't like birds, which do want to follow the main path. And also bird flu is a thing that I want to take into account at least somewhat, if possible. So yeah, that's basically the thought process there, and why I did not do certain things. So what I did do is I moved the path, instead of, because we used to have a path going kind of through the aviary, like over here-ish. There's like a nice little curve to it. But instead we now move the path to go along the back. And the reason for that is the reasons I just mentioned, actually, the 2 things I just mentioned. Hey, Marvin. Which is people being afraid of birds and bird flu. So if you have a path going straight through the middle of the aviary, that's kind of a shit situation for both of those things, because it's really hard to bird flu proof such an enclosure. Dierenrijk had to do it with their big aviary. Oh, my eye is itchy, and I know I shouldn't rub it, but it's just the worst. Yeah, Dierenrijk bird flu proofed it by putting like some fences and things on over the path. It was a terrible experience as a visitor. It freaking sucked. Whereas Blijdorp, sorry, the sun was in my eyes. It still is. Whereas Blijdorp recently changed one of their... Oh yeah, Dierenrijk. What is this zoo? It's Eindhoven Zoo now, for fuck's sake. It's such a dumb name. I'm sorry. I hate it. Yeah. No, but... What was I saying? Yeah, Blijdorp had that, if you remember in the zoo tour of the Africa area, Blijdorp has that really cool thing where they have just a sheltered overviewing area which is open into the aviary. Well, when the bird flu hits, they can like draw in some curtains. So what we will be able to do is just get the net. Where's the end? So get these types of pieces along the sides or something like that. Probably just this one, to be honest. And that'll be our netting like bunched up. And we'll say that it's possible for the keepers to close these netting bits in between the pillars to create a safe walk for the visitors along all sides. So it's a bit more difficult over here where we do get a more open area, but there they could construct some kind of thing. I love how compact Keypark is. That's the goal. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, actually, I think we can actually move this path over to here. Because I don't think it's completely in the way of this backstage just yet. So I kind of want to try that in a second. But yeah, cool stuff. I love how Keypark. Oh wait, should I make my insectarium microhouse have small mammals too, or just keep it to insect? Small mammals could be fun. Also, in Dierenrijk. Okay, now I need to go show this because it was so cool. And I know this is contradictory to everything I just mentioned, but it's just so cool. I can't not do it. So last time I was at Dierenrijk, and I'm still going to be calling it Dierenrijk because that's when it was. At that point, it was still Dierenrijk, so they could suck it. I actually finally, for the first time, got to experience that aviary without the bird flu measurements. Because up until that point, every time I had gone to this zoo, the bird flu was in full effect, so I couldn't actually see this beautiful, beautiful aviary. But I want to go back. Brain. Cooperate. Aviary. Because over here, we can see that's a crane. A really cool crane. Look at that! It's so... It's actually a stork. It's a black stork. But yeah, over here in the back wall, there is some nesting grounds for the bald ibis, which I think is just super cool because it also calls them to fly over you quite a bit. And I know that is probably a nightmare for if you don't like birds. But man, for me it was cool. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's bringing in like nesting materials. I love it. So, and then I noticed this spot over here, which is just so similar to that. I kind of want to do it. Just cause, you know. But yeah, that does pose issues for the things I mentioned, bird flu and people afraid of birds. But yeah. So yeah, let's actually try to mess with this path a little bit. So I'm gonna take this. I kind of want to keep this because and I'm gonna regret this. I kind of want to try to extend the netting a little bit into so that we can move this stuff back a bit. Mainly just that one. So I have to change up just a few things. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just to maximize space in the aviary itself. I also do kind of still want to make a thinner, like a 2-meter path going through the aviary alongside the Red River hogs, and that will cause that will be closed off when bird flu is a thing. Bird flu, of course, they can fly. That was actually that was pretty funny. Let's get a thing. So I'll take this alongside here. Let's try to play with it a bit more. Alright, so we want it to end up over here. Nope. Like so. Pretty much exactly like that. Is this too steep? I don't think so. But let's do it like that anyway. Just in case. Then it's definitely not too steep. Let's get rid of some of this terrain over here. So that the thing isn't so messed up. There we go. The Pathman did it again. And then, of course, we are going to have... So, do I lower this down a bit? How is this in terms of human size. Oh, that's fine. That does not need to be lowered. So that means that's... Okay, this is not going how I want it to. Let's do this. There we go. Right. Hey Oron, hey T-Rex, how are you doing? There we go. And there we go. Now that is roughly what I want to do, but then 2 meters. And I prefer to have it a slope. But that is a pretty steep slope. Maybe I do want to lower it down just for that reason. I think let's do that. Hey guys, there's something being announced in like 7 minutes. Ooh. I'm assuming this has to do with the Bronation server. So that's pretty exciting. There we go, that's better. That'll work. What species are planned for this aviary? Yeah, let's actually have a look at the backstage, because that's where I have that stuff all written out. So, the idea for the backstage is we will at some point today continue on this rock face over here, because I don't want, well, this corrugated stuff anymore. It was a nice idea. I just felt like I was getting too much faux rock work in this area, but I realized, it's the style of the area, because these containers didn't really fit the story that we have with the national park. I didn't really know how to make that fit in, so it was nice to create some visual, like, not repeat everything, just create some unique things. But yeah, I decided against it. Anywho, the idea is that the entrance to the backstage is going to be over here as you enter. I could make a window here. Not sure if I will. I will make a window here, because this is going to be like a view into the more aquatic stuff. And like a larger enclosure. A larger indoor area in the first place. But you can already see some species. So there's this larger room over here where all of the birds can just have access to if they want, is the idea. Also, especially during the winter when they can't go outside as much, I guess. But over here, I want to have bald and sacred ibis. Maybe one or the other. Maybe I have too many birds. I don't know. The aviary is pretty big, but also not enormous. So I need to maybe cut down on some of these species. But most of them are small. So the ibis are like some of the bigger ones, and the crane is a pretty big boy. But other than that, I've got weavers. I want to have a turaco, probably red-crested turaco, because I like them a lot, because that's kind of the first turaco I ever saw. Yellowneck Franklin I really like, mainly because I saw them in Hanover, and the person I was with at that point, he was like, oh man, I've never seen that bird. And then the moment he went home and I did a second lap of the zoo, I saw them, of course. So that was really funny. And that's the main reason I want them in here. Suburban amethyst starling. I mean, suburban starling is kind of your default. Like, you have to have this in an African aviary, it feels like. Like, it's not complete without it. And they're very pretty, of course. I want to have hoopoe, because I freaking love hoopoe. Van der Dek and Hornbill, same thing. I love them. They are so gorgeous. And I really want to have guinea fowl, and I like crested guinea fowl over vulturine guinea fowl. I might have to check out which mod I prefer though, before making a pick. But yeah, that's pretty much it for... doesn't starlings get quite territorial? I have no idea. I'm not a bird expert, but I've seen plenty of these species in mixed exhibits before, like the hippo aviary at the Beekse Bergen. So I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. Vulturine guinea fowl look nasty. They're terrifying. I hate them. And I don't know, I think helmeted guinea fowl look kind of gross as well. I think crested guinea fowl are just very cute. With two starling species together, yeah, Beekse Bergen has that. I think they have amethyst and superb. They had them at some point together. So... but maybe I'll get rid of one. I don't know. But yeah. Then over here, this will be the backstage of the Red River Hogs. So they got one communal area. There's a small separate area as well. Actually a second small area. And that also has a tunnel. Secret tunnel. And that will bring them to the second outer area. And my idea is that... the tunnel in its entirety will also be like netted around, just in case a bird decides to fly in, and there would be like little flaps over here. Probably actually they will close off the tunnel when the Red River Hog is inside, and then open it, and at that point, yeah, there's a limited risk of birds. I think this will work. Because I spent a lot of messing about, like, how am I gonna get the Red River Hogs out there, and anything I could come up with just took away so much space for the birds. And this tunnel thing, I think, is a pretty elegant solution. And the idea is that over here I will make it look like the floor is built out of like several kind of puzzle pieces that they can take out in order to access the tunnel and actually clean it, because that is of course a big issue with a small tunnel like this. You don't want to force your keepers to crawl in there in order to clean out any poop or whatever might end up in there. So yeah, that's pretty important, I suppose. So we did this path. Let's see if we can get a fun little adventure path going. I want to do it kind of over here. I think this is roughly a nice path. I want to create plenty of space over here where the birds can get away from people a little bit as well. That's the only thing that's holding me back from making a path over here, is because I feel like this area would just get too stressful for the birds to be in, and basically all the birds will be like everywhere except for where the people are. So I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I do like it because it's fun. Adventure paths are fun. Maybe instead of doing that, I will just make little little like outcroppings like this. This is not going as I wanted it. That's not what I wanted. Let's see if we can get this to work. Yes, that's what I wanted. And do the same thing on the other side. I don't think this is gonna work. But it's worth trying. Oh my god, it worked. Haha! That is such a cool shape. It's so unnecessary, but so cool at the same time. Alright, so I'll read the donation contest later. I'm not sure if I'm going to be joining it, to be honest. I'm so busy. How far is the progress in Keypark, like in a percentage? Watch the last couple of streams and watch the series plays. Started watching the series plays from the start. Curious to see how much more there will be. Well, the like, this is the zoo, and this is like, I want to say this part is like 80% finished, and then this part is like nowhere close. So I don't know. Like, as soon as I finish Beekse Bergen and I actually focus on this project fully, which is my plan with an asterisk of maybe I'll get distracted by something. So yeah, thing. The plan, it's like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I can't really judge that very well. I thought the Beekse Bergen was 50% finished 3 years ago, so that didn't quite work out. My brain is so brainy. There's just so much I want to talk about, and I am completely fumbling over everything. So that's going great. So do we or don't we? I'm not sure if this is the best spot for this. I think I want to put it one over and kind of make it more tilted. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that, but then a second time. And also maybe at a higher or lower? Lower. I want to say lower elevation. So we bring the people down to be more on level with the hall. So we'll put them like over here. Okay, that's too steep. Wait. So put it slightly higher. That's better. Goran, how are you gonna make these built-in nesting boxes for the ibises like in the rocks? These ones? Oh wait. Yes. The ones I showed earlier in the stream. I want to do that on this side. Yes, I will. Alright, so we've got this, and then that. Oh wow, that was not as hard as I thought. And now we just do this and this. Hey, look at that. I got something reproducible for you all. Everyone can make this path shape now. And I think it's a really cool path shape. I think it's so neat. It's not quite big enough to really do something with, I think. Like, say you wanted to get a bench on there. I don't think it's big enough for that. No. Unless you put the bench like this. But I'm not sure if that's very convenient. But it's a cool little outcropping. I like it. It's like a flask. Don't ruin this for me. You can make it squarer. Look, even I don't know what your dirty mind is doing, but I am not seeing it. So, be gone. There we go. Yeah, I really like that. Look at that! Can have a bite of water. This is too much water for Red River hogs, but I definitely want to have some more water like around for the other birds. And we're also eventually, like this stuff is definitely getting a green roof. Also because right now, like from over here, oh, you don't actually. So I slightly raised this building, and that actually fixed this issue. But because before the building was slightly lower, you could actually like look straight onto. This is the secondary exhibit. Yes, there's just more space. And I do think that I'm gonna add a banded mongoose. Wait, so the penguin and the hogs are gonna live together. They're gonna be in the same aviary, but the hogs will have like their own space over here, and the penguins will have their own space over here. Also, look at this cool little path shape. What does that remind you of, huh? That's right. We're gonna make a little boat over here. Not gonna do that today, because that's gonna be a nightmare. No, I think today we're gonna focus on this little rock wall over here. Because it needs a bunch of stuff. So the bottom over here is gonna need some kind of entrance for the cranes. A flask! Yes, a flask. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in some plaster over here. Crap. Come on, I totally put that down. Hello, when the brother is using the home PC, Planet Zoo live stream are second best options. Exactly. That's what we're here for. Honestly, the fact that you still put up with me really says a lot about your amazing character. Uh-huh. I think it's my biggest flaw that I just just keep putting up with shit. But thanks. I'm glad it's appreciated. Didn't the hogs already have another enclosure? Yes, the one over here. But now we can have a breeding group. Baby hogs? Baby hogs? Baby hogs? I'm not sure if it's ever an issue, but I don't know. The second enclosure was already like the minimum size for them, so now this one is nice, and it adds some extra space to have them. I think it's good, and it's cool. I think it's cool to have mammals inside of the aviary, because that's the thing that Iben's always wanted me to do, is recreate Antwerp's buffalo aviary here. And I was like, Iben, I can't have buffalo. They're too big for Keypark. But hogs we can do. I don't know why I said that like that. Anywho, over here I want to create a nice little set of holes for the ibis to go through. So at the bottom the cranes can come through, and at the top the ibis. The ibis can also come through the bottom if they want. That is completely up to them. I will not judge. But hey, the option will be there. Leshway aviary, right, that's what he wanted. And with buffalo aviary was so neat. I love the buffalo, the modern restaurant, and the classic old rhino house. The rhino house is gorgeous, that is true. So anyway, yesterday, earlier in the stream, I slowly dropped something that some of you might have already heard if you follow me on other socials. I will mention it in the next real life inspiration video as well. Mainly as a preemptive excuse as to why I might miss an upload or two in the future. But the buffaloes will be going in the future. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. No, but what I was mentioning is that I carefully mentioned before in this stream that I will be moving soon. Now, why is that? Well, very recently, so incredibly recently, in fact, that I can't honestly believe that I'm already saying this today. I started looking for a house because soon I will. My time at my traineeship, because currently I'm following a traineeship, is about to end. And when that time ends, the company that I'm kind of deployed at within the traineeship was glad to take me over. They offered me a contract, and I gladly signed. And with my new salary at that, working for the company officially instead of via the traineeship, I figured this should be enough for me to buy a house. Or an apartment, at the very least. So, after I got back from Berlin, from my Berlin trip, I checked out what my possibilities were. I went to a bank, and I had a little mortgage advisory meeting. The first meeting is always free. So, I figured, what do I have to lose? Let's see what the options are. And to my surprise, not only could I get a mortgage, which I expected, you know, I did a test calculation online. I knew that I was going to be able to get a mortgage. But what I was surprised by was the fact that I could already get the mortgage with the contract that I signed, because it was a contract. I think I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this in the last stream. In one of the Beeksebergen cable placing streams. So I was already able to get a mortgage if I found a house. So she sent me on my way and was like, when you find a house, just call and we'll get everything arranged. So I entered the housing market. Bum, bum, bum. The hell is what I was told it is. Because, currently, because of all the financial stuff going on with the world, the housing market ain't pretty. There's a lot of people looking for a house, and there simply is not a lot of stuff there. So it's a big issue in our country. So I already knew that this was going to be very challenging. So I was looking for a buying agent, which is a person that can help you in the process of buying a house. And I had a meeting with one. First I actually went to an apartment, like I went to an apartment viewing, and I immediately realized, this is not something that I am good at, because I walked into that apartment and I was like, yep, this is a house. I don't know which questions I should ask about it. Yes, I could see myself live here. This seems good. I can't afford this, but let's go or something. I don't know. How would you see different game pixel building? I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Anyway, that was an experience. So I went to a buying agent to be like, hey, what's that like? What are your fees? What do you charge? Can I afford this? What are the benefits? So all in all, it cost like 4,000 euros, and I was like, woo, that's a lot more than I expected. Let me tell you that. I'll consider it, because I had another viewing plan to a house I was actually really interested in, and he was like, yeah, I can already come with you if you accept. But I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm quite willing to commit to spending that amount of money just yet. So I held off on getting the buying agent. I started looking for other buying agents as well, to see if I could find one with better rates or anything. And I just went to the viewing on my own, and it was a similar experience. Like, I had no idea what kind of questions to ask. I had the luck that the viewing was double booked, so someone actually came there with a buying agent, so I was just able to eavesdrop in on their questions. And from that I was able to determine that there was not a lot wrong with the house. And I was really excited about it. It was within walking distance of my job. Yeah, no, I was just happy. So I made an offer while on holiday, because last weekend I was in the north of the Netherlands doing a little small zoo trip. And yeah, I while on the trip, like, I was on the boat to Texel, or actually the boat back from Texel. I made a bid on the house, or the apartment, whatever, and yeah, the next day I was at the zoo of Hoenderdal, and I got a phone call saying, "Oh wow, you made a pretty nice bid. We have another bid that's really close to yours, that has better conditions. Would you be able and willing to raise your bid just slightly to make your offer more appealing to us?" And I thought, yeah, I did not bid my absolute maximum, because I was basically just trying out, like, seeing, like, oh yeah, let's bid and see what the bidding process is like. Let's see how that works. So I almost actually didn't bid, because, like, oh man, I'm on holiday. Yeah, whatever. It's probably not going to work anyway. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't, because yeah, I agreed. I agreed to their offer to, like, raise the bid slightly. And an hour later I got a call, like, yeah, we agree. Congratulations, you bought a house. And I was like, wait, I bought a house? I was not expecting to do that within a month of starting to look for a house. What now? Like, what the hell? What do I do now? Because it was also on a Friday, so I just had to go through the weekend just being like, oh my god, I freaking bought a house. So it was a good weekend, great holiday. I had a great time. I don't know, probably had something to do with this, but good times were had by all, especially by me. But yeah, I bought a house. Good. Yeah, that was it. So then the whole roller coaster started of, like, now I had to call the mortgage person and be like, hey, I bought a house, please help. And because I don't have a buying agent, I mean, I saved 4,000 euros, but I also have to do everything on my own now. So I had to gather all sorts of documents. I had to sign a bunch of shit. So many things had to be arranged. But now I have everything arranged, and now it's just waiting. Next Thursday I have the mortgage, like, advisor, and I have another meeting, and she's basically going to give me, like, the more definitive, like, this is the mortgage that you're going to be able to get. And at that point I will also know how much of my own savings I'm gonna need to put in, so that'll be good to know. Oh wow, this is looking so good. I love it. I love the fact that this is like a face. Sorry, oh, you don't need to remove your messages. I was getting to them. I was just about to read them, but Honestly, the housing situation will only get worse from here, so buying one now is probably the smartest thing possible. Exactly. So not only did I save on the buying agent, currently the housing prices are increasing like 1% every month. So every month that it would have taken me longer to buy would have cost me like 3,000 euros ish. In not exactly, of course, but kinda. Can I afford this? Will I be in crippling debt? Will I wake up one morning with no kidney? Possibly. I possibly will. But everything should be fine. I am probably going to need to spend most of my savings. But my parents are also able to chip in a little bit to help me out with like the whole buying furniture. Because that's one thing. Like, I'm going to have a house. And I'm not going to have that much of my savings left. So I'm not going to have a lot of money to buy furniture. So I'm probably just going to have to go around and kind of get some secondhand shit and just try to live off that for a while. Which will, of course, is possible. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit jank in my house starting out. But I'll have a house. And yeah, I don't know how much of you know of my situation. But right now living with my parents ain't great. So empty house with mattress on the floor, peak. Exactly. It's Goron lifestyle. No, but my current situation living with my parents is less than ideal, to put it lightly. So I am incredibly excited that I'm finally going to be able to put an end to that. And yeah. Get a house. I'm getting a house. Oh my god. Oh, I shouted in the car. Hey. Hello, Pims. So yeah, that is my little life update. What house do you buy? Yeah, that's I feel like I've already said too much. Like I feel like some person with that like overanalyzed everything I've ever said. It's an apartment. I feel like some person that's like overanalyzing everything I've ever said would be able to like piece together my exact address somehow, and I'm terrified of that. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be doxing myself again if I say too much. So trying to be careful. But yeah, no, it is an apartment. In the I know now I'm saying too much again, but yeah. I could have bought a house possibly if I like looked very far away from my job. Okay, nice day you got. Yes, I have a nice day indeed. Alright, so over here we want to have holes that are bigger than these, because these are for like the weavers. Let's see if we have an example of like a Turco. That's an Inca tern. Pelicans. Finch. Parakeet. Magpie. Cockatoo. Maybe not this one. Maybe there's a different bird pack. Kingfisher. Tit. Why is there just a palace cat in there? Interesting. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's a different bird pack somewhere that I am overlooking. Is it maybe on this side? Is there more birds here? These are the fossil packs. Oh god, we have so much shit. Alright. Yeah, so just place a new one. Wait. Yeah, no, that's not it either. Yeah, I know Jaguar exit. I just thought I had the blueprint placed down somewhere. Bird. Birds of Africa. That should be it. So we got some Turcos. We got some suburb starlings over here. Definitely taking those. Oh, we could take this hornbill instead of the von der Deckens. But yeah, let's take a Fisher Sturgo. Yeah, that'll do. I mean, they're pretty similar in size. Turcos are slightly bigger. I think actually these already... Yeah, these would fit through these holes. It's actually a bad thing. We should make those even smaller. I recently found out that Aalborg actually has a few rare species. We have the lesser Antillean iguana and von der Decken hornbill. Nice. Those are cool species as well. There we go. Just gonna make these a tad bit smaller. Damn, how does it still fit? There we go. Very small holes. Problem solved. What does this one look like? It looks like the hole's bigger than it actually is. There you go. Small holes. My dumbest thought they were green iguanas. Oh, that's not... That's, yeah. They're not. Basically. Actually, I can't just put down one of these because we do want to have a ground level thing over here for the guinea fowl, and also the yellow-throated whatchamacallit, yellow-necked Franklin. There we go. So part of me kind of wants to make like a overhang. Like this. I think that'll be pretty cool. Except it's sticking out in all sorts of ways. You also need to solve like any other issues like this that arise. Hello, penguin boy. I need to check. Let's make sure all the rocks are actually in this group, because this is annoying. And now we can keep building. Hey, Garrett. Damn, I'm actually surprised at the number of people showing up today. I figure, you know, everyone's obviously out there watching the European football matches. But I'm glad to know that I have such a dedicated viewer base. Let's see. I think something like this blends them together quite nicely. I'm so happy with how this looks. I don't know why. It just works. Since Denmark lost, I don't give a shit. Nice. Alright, let's see. Something like this, but this is probably sticking out. Oh, it's actually not that bad. I should have installed some mods for like the guinea fowl, but this gate is almost big enough for a red river hog, so it definitely needs to be a fair bit smaller, I would say, for a guinea fowl, because a guinea fowl is a fair bit smaller than a red river hog, I would say. So we can probably move this to the side a bit. Yeah, that works. And then what if I did this? It's too much. We'll just take this one. This is a nice space filler. Bye-bye. Oh, see you. So another thing that I had been talking about during streams that there's been some like news in is in terms of like yeah, actually I don't know if I feel like talking about this yet. It's yeah, I know. I should probably wait till there's a bit more conclusive stuff. There's no ending to the story just yet. I'm just gonna give that some more room to develop. Now I'm leaving everyone in high anticipation. But yeah. House. that's the celebration of today. We're gonna find out my my home decorating skills are very bad. No, you can't do that. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to say stuff about things without knowing what I'm talking about. Yeah, I actually don't think it needs any support like that. But anyway, yeah, does anyone have a good weekend story or something? I don't know, I didn't really do a lot this weekend. I had my standby. I was gonna go, someone invited me to join a like bird rescue in releasing like a whole bunch of their birds yesterday, but sadly it got cancelled due to the weather, so now I have to wait until they have a new date. Something something house? Yes, something something house indeed. I'm so excited. Yeah, as I'm gonna be pretty busy with that, it's also just been very mentally taxing. I already put a little warning in the next real life inspiration video that it might happen, in the coming weeks that I miss an upload or something. Just because I'm just not feeling it. Because this week as well, I've been just not having a lot of energy to do anything. I've been catching up on a lot of shows. That's a good part about it. Like the other day, I finally finished Invincible Season 2. The new season of The Boys is of course here. That's not something that I wouldn't have watched otherwise, to be honest, but now I'm watching it differently. Yeah, just in general, lots of shows. What else did I watch? I watched so many shows at some point. Like, I was just binge watching stuff. I think I rewatched some show. Oh yeah, The Legend of Vox Machina. Oh, I have to back up and watch this later. See you, buddy. Bye bye. Yeah, I rewatched The Legend of Vox Machina again because the new season got announced and I just got really hyped about it. So, and I didn't have anything else to do. Well, I did, but I just needed to do nothing. So just watch something and do nothing in the meantime. I wonder if we have a guinea fowl that I could use. I don't think so. Nah. Real life comes first, exactly. That's how it is. This has always been meant to be a hobby. I'm not gonna prioritize it. While I have you here, he's probably already gone. Do you have... Okay, I don't know what this is about because I haven't read the contest yet. But I'm guessing it's pretty self-explanatory. Box. It's not a shoe box, it's a zoo box. Har 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 har. Those are some coordinates. And now I'm scared. I don't know what this means. Do I type in these coordinates? Oh, it's retracted. Now it will forever be a secret. That was a complete accident. Just accidentally copy pasted some. Did you just dox yourself? That's my job. Only I am allowed to dox myself on my streams. How dare you take away the only thing I have. I think it was recording this from my new apartment. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Well, that is generally something I'm afraid of as well. It's like if I, especially now that it's like just recently been sold, I feel like if I say too much about it, someone with too much free time would actually be able to go like online and like search for all the criteria that I mentioned about my house, and they'll actually be able to find it or something. I don't know. Because I think the listing is still open. So. Hey, quickly stopping by before the soccer match. Yeah, I'm actually surprised to see you here. I figured, I figured you'd have more important stuff to do right now. But thanks for stopping by anyway. Really appreciate it. Alright, somehow these aren't working as well as the other ones. The other ones came out a lot better. Maybe it's the lighting. I feel like it's the lighting. The fact that we have this direct lighting onto it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it for these. I kind of wish we had a hole in the middle there. I guess that's my issue, is we have got like perfect square. I guess filling in this will help. Make it feel more randomish. Yeah, that actually did help. I think if I fill in maybe this top one. Or, ooh, maybe if we move it. Well, what if this will work? We do this. And we do this. There we go. Now it's a lot more random. I'm bored. I'm sorry. This is just how the streams go. I'm just dicking about with rocks. You'd have to... Oh. Oh, wait. I just missed a comment before it. Please don't dox me. I still have the coordinates copied to my clipper from YouTube. I need some strength to start the game again. I lost about 20 hours on my card. Oh yeah, no, I've been there. When I lost a bunch of Beeksebergen progress, I didn't play for half a year. Or at least not on the Beeksebergen. That's when we made the most progress with Keypark. Is when I messed up the Beeksebergen save file. I wish I could lower this one slightly. That works. There we go. Those are the bigger birds. The bigger bird holes. Which honestly are even still on the larger side. But I'm happy with those. Oh, my ear just randomly shut down. Alright, now I wanna check out these coordinates. Can you just chuck them into maps and it will work? Yeah, they do work. That is indeed Yamoussoukro. Where is Yamoussoukro? Oh, it's in Africa. Okay. In Côte d'Ivoire. Oh, the Ivory Coast. Right. Neat. Neat. We learned something today. Alright. Then we've got this space that needs to be filled up. And we could actually also have more bird holes in there. There's no need to have them all on this side. In fact, I didn't think we'd have this issue, to be honest. I thought we'd be pretty... Okay, that's problematic. We'll see what this ends up looking like once we push out all of this stuff. Like so. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Except for this one. This is really bad. Why is it like that? Interesting. I feel like we should have... should have something like this, which, by the way, is that... Oh yeah, that's definitely cropping out. Oh, there's a lot cropping out over here. What? When did that happen? You're not supposed to be here. Oh. Once I lost my entire start of the zoo. I've been building for like 60 hours due to a corrupted file. Oof, no backups. Yeah, I've definitely improved my backup game ever since a couple of mishaps like that happened. Alright, that's fine. It's just, I really want to keep this. But I don't want to have it that far out, because that also doesn't make sense. So unless we can rotate it in some way that it's not as bad. Or alternatively, the ceiling needs to be of a certain height that it's not an issue. But I don't think we can make the ceiling much lower than it is. Well, that was really quick. Time to watch our Dutch Lions. See you. See you. Wish them the best of luck. Yeah, no, losing your staples in this game can be the most devastating and just make you lose all interest in the project. This definitely looked better before we hit it from the wall. Especially this. This is bothering me now. Needs to be more like this, but now it's sticking through, I guess, you know. Just gotta pull this forward then. There you go. Go Netherlands! Woo! So I mentioned save files. Oh yeah, Poison recently had some issues with that as well. I think what I'll do with this rock is we'll make like a nesting box up here or something for the ibis. And we'll hide it that way. I don't know. Because I don't want to alter this too much in any other way. But that doesn't mean that we can't try to do something like that on the other side. It's just that your options for rocks are relatively limited. This one's pretty nice, but also not at all. Doesn't have enough detail. This one feels pretty good. It's not exactly what I was going for, but oh, crud. Just put this under it to support it a bit more. Maybe like so. There we go. Yes. I like that. So now the question is, do we or do we not add more holes? I think we have plenty of holes, to be honest. I think I'm gonna keep our holes the same. And just kind of chuck this over here into there, keeping that kind of pattern going. Never enough holes. I'm inclined to agree, but I think we do have plenty. Any other day I would have agreed with you, but today I feel like we have just the exact right amount of holes, you know? Please tell me this is good. Oh, bummer. Alright, like that then. Yeah, that's pretty good. Got some nice texture going along there. Let's get this one instead. Alright, and now there we go. Now we add some tropical rock. Just on top, like so. And that's to give it some more detail. As is anything we do, really. It's all about them details. We're gonna add some kind of green roof on top, so we'll have plants and stuff. But for now, this will do. Let's get some more taiga. And if we can do that without ruining it, nope. We cannot. That is a bummer. This will do. Should we keep talking about holes? I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if people are watching people are watching football or Taylor Swift. Yeah, my sister went there yesterday. She had a great time, so that's good for her. Actually, on my holiday, I went. I rode past a place called Zwifterband, which I thought was really funny because I'm from Brabant. So it's like you take away the bra, and then you add some Swifters, and it becomes Zwifterband. It's the least funny thing ever. But my brain laughed at it while driving past the sign. There we go. Ooh. Now that is some rock work. This would be way too expensive in real life. But man, that's sick. I love how this turned out. So now the only thing that I want to create in here is basically I want to create a way for the birds to get out into the yard, but I don't want the I have holiday in Brabant. Nice. It is actually holiday in Brabant as of today. But yeah. Yeah, I want the birds to be able to get out of here without needing, without the red river hogs being able to get up to the birds' entrances stuff. So I'm gonna see if we can figure out something for that. Also, more rocks. Can never have too many. I don't think this one is the one we're looking for. Although maybe? Maybe? That's actually pretty good. I love those rocky textures. Those rocky textures. Going in 2 weeks, I'm going to the Efteling, and hopefully I'll go to Burgers. Those are some nice goals. I haven't been to the Efteling in quite a while. Maybe I should change that, but man, it's gotten expensive over the years. Everything has, but Efteling? What? Wait. I'm waiting. What's up? Goran is a Brabander? Yes, I am. Born and raised. Not really a diehard or anything. You won't see me out doing the Polonaise during Carnival, but yeah, always lived here. Feel like I just lost a lot of respect. Maybe I had you pegged for Avairy or something east. No. I mean, I don't really have a strong accent or anything. Like, the only thing you would be able to tell about me is that I will say how do sometimes. And that is it. The north is still better? I don't know. Like, the very north of the Netherlands has very little zoos. So, take that, atheists. Alright, let's see. So, I love the fact that the red rocks are basically the size of this thing. So this is not good enough. But I'm gonna take some of these sticks over here. And I went too far. And we'll add some of these in there. Valid point, but Friesland. Yeah. I mean, I went to Aqua Zoo last week. Had a good time. It's a decent zoo. Yep, you sure have one zoo. One big zoo, I should say. I mean, you also have Sanya Safari, which was pretty neat. Yeah, I can talk about that. I went on a zoo trip. So yeah, I went to Texel. That was day 1. I regretted going there on day 1 because Friesland mentioned. Woo! Yeah, no, I started out in Texel on my zoo trip because I wanted to go to Texel to see Texel Zoo because I read in the news that it was going to be closing next year. Turns out that's not the case, but that's a different story. I want to go to Texel and I want to go to Ecomare, which is a seal rescue. Actually, oh, look, I got their shirt. But yeah, I really wanted to go there because I'd seen every other seal rescue in the Netherlands already, so it would be cool to have seen all 3 of them. So I had planned that, and I want to cycle to Texel just to go to Ecomare. That's better. That's a lot cheaper than what I did. Because I went with the car. That's the reason I went on Thursday, because the ferry is a lot cheaper during the week. So if you go on Friday, it's like 20 euros more expensive or something. So I figured I'll just go on Thursday to Texel, so it'll save me a bunch of money, and that's good. Especially now with the whole house buying thing taking up all my money. But I will say, I realized like a few days before I left that if I had gone on Friday they release the seals. And if you buy a guided tour, you get to join them in releasing the seals. And I kind of would have wanted to do that, to be honest. That would have been so cool. But yeah. So too bad. Too bad. Maybe next time, if I ever go back. Gordy gleefully revealing his shirt really cemented his golden retriever energy. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You little bitch. I'm so confused now. No. So, Ecomare, good shit. Had a lot of fun there. But would have been nice to go there on the release day, I guess. Do I put this here? Yeah. Like, I want to have more foliage in here. I just don't know how I want to put it down. You don't know about golden retriever energy. I feel like I'm about to be educated about golden retriever energy. It means you're dumb but happy and adorable, because that is weird. Okay. Sure. No, but yeah, Texel Zoo was pretty fun as well. I mean, I was not expecting much, especially after reading that it has to close due to like problems with the license. But turns out, because I talked to the owner, there's no issue with the license. They have a license. The municipality just wants them to do a few things differently in terms of like expanding their store or whatever. And other than that, they are completely fine. So that was just the news being sensationalist or something, because Texel Zoo is not being threatened to close or anything. So that was the main reason I went there, because I read that they were about to close. So didn't need to do that, I guess. But still, it was fun. It was a nice little place. I do love I break Gora's mind at least once a stream. Oh yeah, I mean, that's not a feat. Honestly, everyone does that at this point. Just get me talking and it will happen. But yeah, Texel Zoo, pretty fun. Nothing too, not worth going to Texel for. But if you're on Texel anyway, that's a fun little visit. And then, where the Ecomaga was nice. I actually saw a ribbon seal. No, not a ribbon seal. What's it called? Is it a ribbon seal? Wait. I'm fucking so dumb. No, it's not a ribbon seal. It's a ringed seal. I saw a ringed seal at Ecomaga, which according to Zootierlist died, but it was still there. So that was pretty freaking cool. That was a nice little surprise, because I did not expect to see them, and it was really cute and cool. I don't know who wrote onto Zootierlisted that they passed away, but it was definitely there. Zombie seal. Bum, bum, bum. I've never been north of Amsterdam. Tesla's a bit out of my comfort zone. See, this thing is definitely sticking out, right? Yep, that's what I feared. To move it to like over here. That's too much. It's too much, man. Random BoJack Horseman reference, yay. Yeah, sure. Let me just add some tropical rock on top. There we go. Yeah, Texel. That was the Texel day. Also, before I went to Texel, actually, I went to a place called Fort Kijkduin, which is a fort, as the name suggests. But they also have a little aquarium inside of the fort, which has like a bunch of mostly native species, which usually isn't what I'm like too interested in. But it was nice. Again, I wouldn't go there just for the aquarium, but definitely go there if you're in the area for the museum as well. The museum was really, really cool. It told like the whole story of the fort and its role in like how the fort functions in terms of like shooting stuff, which was pretty interesting already. And then there was a whole story about the fort before, like leading up to World War II, which was really, really quite a nice story. It was really neat. I liked it. Then I also went to on my second day after Texel. I went to Blankendal. No, yes, Blankendal, not Blankendal. Bootleg Blankendal, Blankendal. Yes, yes, yes. Because, you know, last time I was there, it was winter. It was all pretty grim. And I really wanted to get a picture of the zoo's iconic shot. Is basically a giraffe walking in front of a just classic Dutch windmill. And I really wanted to get a picture of that because I thought it was hilarious. So I spent quite some time there waiting for the giraffe to finally freaking move in front of the windmill. And I got a bad shot. But I did get some good shots of the zebra. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. But I had a fun day there. Like that zoo, like the Africa area, the savannah thing, is really, really nice. And then the rest of the zoo is very mediocre. But I had a good time there. Had a good time. Isn't Texel the biggest island in the Netherlands or something? Yeah. Yeah, so we have like 5 islands. Yes, we have 5 islands. Texel's the closest one to the mainland, or I don't know if it's necessarily the closest, but it's the most accessible one. And it's the biggest one, yeah. And there's a lot of tourists going there. Because, you know, there's a lot of beaches and fun stuff. So yeah, it's a good time. It's a nice place. Alright, there you go. That's our birds. So we got this, and the guinea fowl can just kind of squeeze their way through, so can the crane. The rest of the birds can just fly, so that's all fine. And now it's up to us to make the rest of the aviary. Yahoo! So over here we need to create some type of barrier as well. I don't want to do more of this rock barrier. That's kind of done. I kind of want to do stuff mostly with wood. I want to get some nice wood. I don't necessarily want to do just this. Oh, apparently that's part of a bigger group. Let's just split that. So we can do more stuff like this. But I kind of want to do more than just that. I could also... Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. Don't want to do that. We need to... we must dig. There we go. But that kind of ruins that cool shape that we did. Can I... I wish I could do this in a way that didn't ruin the cool shape that we did. There we go. It's decent. I don't think it'll get much better than that. This just makes more sense, because otherwise, I mean, I don't like this now. Damn. Wait. I know how to do this. Oh, crap. Okay, wait. There. Like, why are you not straight? Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. We can do this. I am the pathing master. I command the paths to do the thing I want them to do. There we go. Let me just move this over a bit. It's fine. We'll make it work. This makes more sense in terms of like walking route. Like you dip and you go back out instead of having to go back and forth. Because now, would you like to do that? Yes. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I need more foliage, more stuff that's like not too overgrown and not too, like I want it to feel tropical but also look like it could grow in the temperate climate, which is always a challenge. This one's always pretty nice, but I feel like the mangrove apple tree actually, not this one, but this one is pretty much perfect. In fact, is it just me or is that one like super similar in shape to this one? Look at that. That's almost not a coincidence. Wait. What's that one called? Frankenese. Like, come on. That's almost... It's not quite, but it's so similar. It's probably a coincidence, but... Is it though? Is it really? Right, so I want to move this more over here. I kind of like it. It's like tilting over this hill. This hill is going to have some like penguin nests in it or something. And I am purposely like keeping space that the red river hogs can't get to. Like I'll make more of these paths over here. And what I need now, honestly, is to get this back. First of all, put in some water, and I want to know what the water level is. It's basically this. And we're going to make some nice water. Because the water is going to be a big thing for the birds as well. Do we want spoonbill? That could also be a really cool species. Maybe I'll do spoonbill. I feel like we can have spoonbill. Let's just add spoonbill. And that'll be it, species-wise. But I don't want the water quite here yet. Maybe we can have a bit over there. But like I want it to be in front of the viewing area, that's for sure. Oh. No, it's not showing. Because that's also just good for the visitors that the animals, or the red river hogs can't get too close, because it's already kind of risky, I would say. I don't know. Maybe not risky per se, but they're gonna get close. They're getting pretty close over here. Maybe I want to have a bit more land. I just figured out this is Keypark. I was so confusing why he's just randomly changing things. Yeah, no, this is not the recreation. We are designing here. This is my creative process. Build something, tear it down. There is no red river hog aviary in Beeksbergen. Okay, this needs to be deeper. Not too deep, actually, now that I think of it. Okay, maybe we should change this for glass. That'll be better. Yeah, anyway, after Blankendaal, continuing with the zoo trip, I went to Vlindorado, which I read in the news, and I trusted this a lot less after Texel Zoo was like, yeah, no, the news lied. I'm sorry. But I read in the news that they were building a new butterfly garden, because it's a butterfly garden. And that they would be completely taking out the old butterfly garden. So they would be building a completely new garden from scratch. And the old one was just going to be bye-bye. So I really wanted to visit and see the old garden before it gets demolished, basically. So that I have like a before and after. I thought that would be pretty fun. So yeah, I did. And it was a pretty nice, it was a nice butterfly garden. They had some cool stuff. Nothing too special, and there was definitely some things where I was like, oh yeah, this could be improved, which makes sense that they are building a new garden, basically. So yeah, that was nice, and they actually had a blueprint or like a skill model already of their new garden, so you could kind of get a taste for what that's gonna be like. So that was pretty fun that you got to see that. Alright, I am going to line this with like concrete, this pool, so I'm kind of gonna just keep this the way it is now, and I don't think I'm gonna have to water all the way up to there, to be honest. Just gonna have it like this, and then this I'm gonna raise. Something like that. Keep the river hogs away from there somehow. And we'll have some plants in the front. That'll look nice. Maybe some birds will go into it. I don't know. But the idea will be that the birds, especially the spoonbill and stuff, will... Hey, back! I didn't expect you to be. Oh, look at that. Progress. Stuff happened. Hi, back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have just this little pond over here. Like so. And that'll be nice for the more aquatic birds. It's nothing too major. See what you can achieve when I'm not distracting you. Yeah. Honestly, you might as well just go. Alright. Actually, before you put that water in, just wanna... Boop, 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 boop. Wow. How did I know exactly what you were going to respond to that? Alright, so I want to put a red river hog in here to see just how depressing this looks, because I feel like it's gonna feel a bit tiny, which is okay because it's just a secondary enclosure. That's how I'm going to justify that. But maybe we should just add a few more spots like that. I feel like this water is too big. But also, can't really do much to make it bigger without just not having it. Unless I just completely dig out. But then I can't put in the water because of the path. See, this is a constant struggle. Unless this somehow works. Which it won't. It will! Oh! Well. Problem solved. Okay. Barrier's OP. And the water has been defeated. Okay, it does need to be that tall. But, yeah, no. Okay, we'll do that. Because then, that means that we can raise this. And kind of just get rid of that stuff. Because we're besties, yes. Kinda are. Not gonna deny that. Alright, let's put this over here. Because then we can place the water. Amazing. Oh, there's just... Wait, we are flooding like the entire thing. Okay, this needs to be taller. This needs to be higher up. Ever so slightly. Just like all the way around. There we go. That's better. Still slightly bigger than I would like it to be. There we go. Alright, let's get a red river hog in here. So, I don't know where I'm gonna put the habitat gate. I think my idea was to have... Oh. I feel like my idea was to have something over here. So let's try that. So here's a fun little trick, right? If you have an elevated path like this and you want to transition to regular path, there's two things you can do. So either, let's make sure it's nice and flush, you put your path on here and you connect it up like this, which usually works, no problem. But another thing you can do is if you go to the elevated path length and you go down by pressing J, you can also do it like that, and that's pretty nice and simple to do. So I always like to do it that way, personally. And now we just got a nice little staff up there. So let's put in a barrier. Whoop, whoop. And let's put in a underground habitat gate. I feel like it's a bit too far on the ground. How did it get there? What? Alright, let's try to raise that up a bit, because this is no bueno. Hello, game. slightly more. There we go. Yeah. That's fine. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna do whoop, 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 whoop. And just move it down here. And we will have... Where is it? Oh yeah, someone asked me to do a tutorial about these, and I still haven't done that. I should actually do that, because it will literally take me less than an hour to make. But I'm lazy. No, I'm busy. But they are cool. There we go. The tutorial would be how to make doors that like work. Because I also made one, actually, in my first concept, the entrance to that backstage was looking like this. And I'll definitely reuse this somewhere because it looks dope. But I also made this door, which also is a functional opening door. I mean, you can see how it's done. It's with the mud pillar. But like how to get it to line up and stuff can be a bit tricky. Would be nice to make a little tutorial about that. Why did I did not press escape? And now my buttons are broken. Great. Actually, we can make this a null path. As long as we keep that staff path there. Alright, so we have a barrier. Or we have a habitat gate, is what I meant. Yeah, let's just keep the glass in there as well as a thing. And... yoink. Yoink. Oh, it's raining. Too bad that I'm streaming and can't walk the dog. Because I'm so busy. My parents will have to do it. Oh no. Alright. There we go. Is this habitat accessible? It looks like it. Alright. I'm gonna take the male. The male. Oh, second try. And we're gonna move that one to this habitat. The rest, I need to redo this habitat. Like, I tried moving the habitat gate and the game crashed, so I'm just gonna... I kind of just deleted all the barriers and we'll refigure it out. Oh my god, it just works, kind of. He's only in the floor a little bit. That's way better than usual. Can you get out? Is that a thing you can do? Nope. Not easily, at least. Alright, space-wise, I think it could be worse. I think this is a decent enclosure. We're gonna have not rockwork. I don't want to have rockwork around these things. You had one, you just removed it. I've already forgotten the context. Yeah, I think this looks... Now look at the animal stats. Oh my god, look at that, they're all green. Oh. Wait. Why did it say... It says obstructed if I try to do it here, but if I do it here, it's okay. Ah, crap. Alright. Let's try that again. Ah, crap. Let's try that again. Ah, crap. So this side is obstructed anyway. So that's already just a problem in and of itself. So we have to do something like this. And we'll have to do something like this to actually get it to work. Okay, why are you suddenly having a problem with this? You were fine a moment ago. One of the times I'm gonna need 10 minutes before breaking Gore's brain again. No, I wanted my brain broken. It already is broken. Why did this stop working? I'm so pissed. Wait, did I break? Oh, it's the habitat gate. Of course. Alright, so here. Quick tricks with Goron. If your habitat breaks, break your shit, just get rid of it. We'll fix that. There we go. Now we can put our water in. Everything's okay. And then we take the thing and we put it back in the thing. Ta-da! And now we just need to replace this. And there we go. It's like nothing ever changed. Except the thing got boxed up and is now in limbo. Where the fuck is my pig? What the hell? Where'd he go? No. Where are you? Where the fuck are... Why is he over there? Oh, wait, that makes sense. Please come back. There you go. What? Okay, I was gonna say, why don't you unbox? Really? Yes, really. Alright, so does it looks like he can't get through that, right? It definitely doesn't. It looks like he could totally get through those. I can't stop laughing. Oh, I'm glad my suffering is enjoyable, as per usual. Stop breaking Planet Zoo. No! That's my whole shtick! If I'm not breaking Planet Zoo, what are you watching me for? Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god. He's so cute. I feed on the suffering, exactly. I feel like maybe they should be higher, the stones and sticks. I mean... I feel like they're not really jumpers. If we have them to the side. Yeah, okay. It does feel like they could climb that. The stones definitely need to be higher. I'm not sure about the sticks though, because they're not going to climb the sticks. This is probably a better height for that though. Because they would definitely try to like step up to those. That one's actually fine, I feel like. Your suffering is utterly enjoyable. Yes. That's the two reasons, and that's the best part. It's all self-inflicted, because like the only reason I'm suffering so much is because I'm absolutely not playing this game as intended. And that's the best part. Alright, I feel like we need something here to make this better, even better. And I feel like the answer is this tree. I think it's too much. Like it covers it up too much. But at the same time I like it. I don't know. Don't know how to feel. I'm conflicted. That would definitely get eaten though. Big climb sticks, big falls, climbing stick, pig on stick, barbecue. Exactly, there's only bonuses here. Hmm. Nah. Maybe this one. Yeah. Two side by side looks odd. Maybe this boy? Corporate tree. If only it was slightly taller. If it was like this tall, I would kind of like it. The holes! You can't see the holes! We gotta see the holes. Exactly. Oh, oh, oh. This one's pretty good. Or alternatively, if we swap these. Because this one we can put straight up, first of all. And then we can make it taller. We can make it as tall as we want. And you just do that. And then it looks good. I think I like that. And then we just put this one on this side. And it's definitely gonna stick through, yep. That's why we have rotation. There you go. So we're looking straight onto the holes. Use the foreign acacia sapling and make your own little tree. Ooh. That sounds like a lot of effort, but I do like your style. I mean, I do like that tree over the beech tree, just in general already. Just this. That's good. I like that. It has more branches. Other than that, obviously loving it all. Does this habitat really need a gate though? The way you set it up, you could just have the keeper climb over the fence. Yeah, but I don't know. If you would be a keeper, would you like to have to do that all the time? And I don't know. I don't think the gate is too obtrusive. Like, it's just gonna be here, and there's gonna be like a small rope. Just gonna have a little rope. Still plenty of zoo. Yeah, I saw. So when I was in Aqua Zoo, I'll probably put it in the beaver video. I don't know if I recorded it, to be honest. But the way that the keepers need to get into the backstage, like, so. Oh, I'm gonna be like that YouTuber that is everywhere in all the shorts. It's not a YouTuber, it's the streamer that doesn't, like, he always draws stuff, and I'm like, what does this drawing add? Because he used to be drawing squares and shit. No, we have the backstage of the beavers, right? So here's the food of the beavers. This is the backstage. They've got the food. There's a little wall over here, and then over here it goes down into a tunnel that goes outside for the beavers. And then over here is another wall. And then this is where the keeper area is. So here's the door for the keepers. So the keepers come in and they want to put the food in the thing. So they have to climb over. No, actually, this is not a wall. This is like a gate thing. So they open this gate thing. They have to make sure that no beavers climb out, first of all. Then they have to step over this whole thing. Then they have to put their foot on this wall and like kind of climb over this whole thing and then put the food in the thing. And it just looked like the least convenient thing possible, to be honest. And like, it could all be prevented by just putting the hole on the other side. Then there's none of this. So I was just really confused looking at that. So now we just need to clip that and make it a short, and then I'll get millions of followers. That's how it works, right? That's what the other guy does. So yeah. Anywho, pig. So I want to make a concrete. Line this with concrete. We did it over here as well, right? Oh no, I didn't. Over here I just made mud. I do want to oops, my bad. I do want to add mud to like this area. So let's take a path and boop, 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 boop. Boop. That's length. Boop. There we go. Let's add a little mud. Muddy mud. Oh, this is also neat. But we're going to use that for the beaver enclosure. Da, 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 da. Mud. Here we go. Our pigs will never be clean again. So the reason we put down the path is to make sure that the terrain doesn't get disturbed, if you're wondering. Is the Gharial video going to be mostly Tomastomas? It's pretty 50-50, actually. Because I haven't seen that many Tomastomas either. Hut. Say hut. No, we've got four Gharial exhibits, except one of them is like not even a 10-second clip. And we got 3 free Tomastomas. Am I pronouncing that right? Tomastoma? Tomastoma. I mean, what Gharial video? How did you know? Actually, I have no idea. I guess it shows up in the playlist because it's a members only video at the moment. That's a piece I haven't used in ages, right? I just randomly thought of it. Using it now. It's a good piece. Although I don't know how, like, I probably need to angle it a bit differently, because I feel like it would be a pretty climbable piece. But maybe that's not a bad thing necessarily. I don't know. Goron's influencing days are peaking, making me use a piece. Making me watch Fallout. Hey, those are all very positive things. It's a teaser for non-members. Yes. Exactly. And it's also kind of like encouraging getting a membership, I guess. It's like, hey, you can already watch this video if you subscribe. But yeah, definitely don't do it just for that though. It's a nice way for me to give something in return at least. And it's also another great benefit of the giving members early access is it encourages me to work in advance a little bit and not like do these last minute video editing and uploads, which are very stressful. So I still need to watch Fallout. Definitely do, it's great. I absolutely adored it. I mean, I liked it enough to recommend it to even though he knows nothing about Fallout. And I was like, that's fine. You don't have to. I also recommended it to a different friend, and he also enjoyed it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking this. I am liking this. Alright. Also saw the latest Boys episode, and damn. Is that a good damn or a bad damn? Because I'm... This whole season is a bit to me. I'm not feeling it quite as much as before. A good one. Okay. I didn't see the twist come. Yeah, okay, that was my biggest issue. I made the mistake of watching, like, analyzing videos because I was bored, and that kind of spoiled the twist for me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I liked how everything was handled this episode, and just in general, I feel like the show is. It feels like the show is kind of becoming a parody of itself in a way, is the best way I can describe it. Like, I feel like there has been very sneakily been some tone shift or something, whereas they have leaned more and more into the what the fuck shit, and like, I don't know, the villains have become from being just evil to being cartoonishly evil, and like the whole plan of the villains is becoming so unbelievable, and I don't know. I'm still enjoying it, and I will still be watching it, but I kind of feel like we're watching the first season to see if it's really as good as I remember, but I just feel like it was so much better. Just pacing, tone, character motivation. Invisible Season 3 was really good, but the break was the worst decision they could have made. I did not encounter the break because I only recently watched all of it. So I can imagine it really sucked, but for me it didn't have much impact. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I want to alter this slightly so that it's more... like... yeah. I do like the fact that the villains plan and they're being like, oh damn, Ruin, the world is really going to suck now, I didn't plan for this. Yeah. So that firecracker thing really threw me off. Like, how did she know? Is my question. Did anyone tell her what, like, that's a thing that Homelander likes? Because I feel like that is like a pretty well kept secret. Like, I feel like no character ever really found out about him wanting that. So I'm a bit confused about that. That kind of came out of nowhere. I do like what they're doing with A-Train as well. Yes, same. Agreed. I mean, digging up dirt is her kind of thing, right? Is it though? She's just a conspiracy theory. Like, she never really dug up dirt. Like, the only time she dug up dirt was when Sage, like, handed her dirt on Starlight on a platter and, like, was like, hey, you should make a show about this, and it was just bait to get Starlight to beat her up. I don't think she digs up dirt. I think she just spits out bullshit. So, I don't know. It felt really out of nowhere to me. I didn't like that part too much. But maybe I'm just being a little pessimistic bum, and I should just sit back and enjoy the show. Wouldn't the fact that she knows about Homelander also be something she got from Sage? It could be. It could be. But it seems like she's been using those medicine for a while. I don't know. I don't know. It could be. It could be. Spoilers. Hey, we haven't said what it is. We have been as ambiguous as possible. Yeah, Sage is nice. She's an interesting character. It's nice that she also got a little bit of development. Unless she was lying, of course, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Anyway, let's be careful not to tread into spoiler territory for those who care. So from over here, you still get some views of the Red River Hawk, which is neat. I also like that she's using psychology and mind games and shit. Yeah. Last thing I'll say. Alright. Yeah. True. You all make great points. I feel like this game could add literal dirt pieces and I would still be using tropical rocks as dirt. It's just so ingrained in my being at this point. Also, I almost said dirt blocks, as if this is freaking Minecraft. That's how you know we're starting to get tired over here. It's almost bedtime, y'all. I did forget it was Saturday, honestly. I'm having kind of a Friday vibe today, and I don't know why. I didn't work today. So, back to zoo stuff. I'm going to Apenhul this summer vacation. That's awesome. Someone in here went to Apenhul for the first time recently. Placeable dirt pieces would be so good. Yeah, they would be. Same for sand. Yep. Yes. Someone just noticed that I'm talking about them. Yeah, I like Apenhul a lot. It's such a beautiful park in terms of just such a nice forested area. The animals really get to do their thing. And lots of monkeys. Like the fact that it's pretty much a purely monkey zoo and it doesn't get boring, I think is a pretty huge feat. Will be my second time. I can't remember your first. Ooh, that's awesome. I wish you the best of the most of fun. Because it is just a fun place. There we go. Loving it. How is it special that monkey never get boring? I mean, just imagine... Okay, so it is monkeys, so they are inherently a lot more interesting. But imagine just saying, here's a zoo where you have just a whole bunch of different but the same kind of animals. So you just see the same kind of animals over and over, right? That sounds like it could get boring, but it don't. I'm going to do a walk for error in my zoo with monkeys, and you will be doing the boom 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 boom. You are now entering the area with the walk through monkeys. So an aquarium, I guess? I mean, I'm never the most engaged in an aquarium, I'll be honest with you. But yeah. So, I'm really happy with what we did here today. But I will say, my throat is absolutely killing me. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up right now. Uphill's an aquarium for monkeys. Oh my god, we cracked it. We cracked it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be continuing to work on this because I'm having fun. But I'm gonna end the stream because I am dying. So yeah, hope you guys also enjoyed. We actually did quite a bit today. I'm really happy with what we got going on here. And I'll see you next time. Quote of the day. Yes. Ended up with such a memorable moment. It's awesome. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thanks to my members. I think I need to update this because I feel like one of them is gone. But I'll do that later. They get an extra shout out just because I'm so nice. Actually, looks like they literally rejoined today. So never mind. This is the accurate list. No, wait. Leaf is gone. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. And there goes my phone. I'm actually surprised it didn't go off anywhere in the stream because I'm on standby, so I have to have it on. But yeah. Anyway, bye.